On Tuesday, June 9, 2026, BigBear AI is trending down by 9.86%. Discover the key drivers behind this movement as well as our expert analysis in the detailed breakdown below. BigBear AI Inc. is trading like a textbook high-risk, high-reward AI small cap. On the chart, BBAI has come down from a recent peak near 534 on 2026 Staun Guess 01 to a close around 391 on 2026 609. That's a sharp pullback of roughly 27% in just over a week, which tends to attract traders hunting for oversold bounces or potential breakdowns. On the fundamentals, BBAI posted about 34.4 million in quarterly revenue, but it is nowhere near profitability. Operating income came in around 24.3 episode with a net loss at about 56.8 soars. Profit margins are deeply negative and returns on assets and equity are also sharply in the red. For traditional value screens, BBAI is a hard pass, but balance sheet strength stands out. BigBear AI Inc. reported roughly $100.7 million in cash and cash equivalents and very low long-term debt near 6.5 million. Current ratio above 6 and quick ratio near 5.8 show BBAI has liquidity to keep pushing its AI roadmap. For traders, that combination, heavy losses but solid cash, often fuels speculation when momentum shows up on the tape. The current BBAI tape tells a story of momentum fading and then flattening. Daily data show BigBear AI Inc. grinding higher through late May, pushing from the low 4s to above 530, then slowly rolling over. The recent drop from around 511-534 to sub-4 zones has turned BBAI into a battleground between dip buyers and shorts. Zoom into the intraday chart and the picture gets clearer. On 2026 06 and 09, BBAI opened near 498, briefly tagged 438 and then bled down toward 383, before stabilizing just under 391. After the morning fade, BigBear AI Inc. spent midday stuck in a tight band between roughly 383 and 395s. That kind of compression often sets up a larger move once one side gives up. For short-term traders, BBAI's behavior around the $4 level is key. That area has acted like a pivot, with repeated attempts to reclaim and hold above it during the session. Sustained trading above $4.10 milestone would tell momentum players that dip buyers are gaining control again. A clean break under $3.80 with volume, on the other hand, would show sellers still pressing and could drag BigBear AI Inc. toward prior bases from earlier in the year. The fundamental backdrop adds fuel to this technical setup. BBAI is a pure AI story with about 127.7 million in annual revenue, but a price-to-sales ratio near 15 and heavy cash burn. That profile tends to amplify moves when sentiment swings. When traders believe BigBear AI Inc. can grow into its valuation, these pullbacks become launch pads. When they don't, supports crack fast. For active traders, BBAI sits at the intersection of hype, hope, and hard numbers. The chart shows a clear pullback from a recent push above $5 into a consolidation band near $4. The intraday action around 380-420 is the current battleground. BigBear AI Inc. Holding that zone and reclaiming prior intraday highs would support the bounce thesis. Failure there opens the door to a deeper unwind. On the fundamental side, BigBear AI Inc. is still very much in build mode. Revenue is meaningful for a small-cap AI name, but the company is running steep losses with EBITDA near 49.3 espers and free cash flow around 18.3 million for the recent quarter. The lifeline is the balance sheet. Over $100 million in cash, low debt, and solid working capital give BBAI time to chase scale. That mix demands discipline from anyone trading the stock. As Tim Sykes likes to remind his students, the key is staying disciplined, cut losses quickly, and don't fall in love with any stock. As Tim Bowen, lead trainer with Stocks 2 Trade, says, a good trade setup checks all the boxes: volume, trend, catalyst. Don't trade if you're missing pieces of the puzzle. BigBear AI Inc. fits that mindset perfectly. BBAI is a fast-moving AI story stock where the chart can shift faster than the fundamentals. Treat it as a trading vehicle, respect your risk levels, and remember this is educational, not advice. This is stock news, not investment advice. Stocks 2 Trade News delivers real-time stock market updates tailored to highlight the key catalysts driving short-term price movements. Our coverage is designed for active traders and investors who thrive in fast-moving markets, with a focus on volatile sectors like penny stocks, AI stocks, Robinhood stocks, and other momentum plays. From earnings reports and FDA approvals to mergers, new contracts, and unusual trading volume, we break down the events that can spark significant price action.